morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, fresh. It is 12 o'clock. So I'm not long woken up, so bear with me. How's it going, people? Just going to do the draw of who won the beach tent, and I'm thinking I'm going to make a halloumi quiche. Halloumi quiche though? Halloumi, red pepper and something quiche in my Omnia. Now, I have never used my Omnia yet. I've had it for ages. I've ordered the gel insert, but it hasn't turned up yet, and I want to make a quiche, so I'm just going to do it anyway. It's either go horribly wrong, or it could be alright. But first of all, let's draw the winner of the beach tent. So, as you can see in here, I don't know if you can see without me, there's not a million in there, but you know, whoever did apply for winning this, then you're in the hat. Do you know what I mean? So let's pick one out of here, and whoever wins it, and I'll send it to you as soon as I can. So let's have a little bundle around. Right, I've got one. So we don't need them ones anymore. Right. NK90, which some of these were emails and some of these were Instagram messages. So NK90, I'm assuming, is Instagram name. So if that is you, get in contact and I will send you over that pop-up beach tent. There you are welcome, people. Don't worry if you didn't win this time. I'm sure there'll be another time when I get given something for nothing, just to review and let you lot see it, and if you like it, potentially if I don't need it, I'm going to give it away. So there you are. Right, I've decided, right, hang on. I have had this bad boy for ages, and I've never used it. So last night when I finished work, I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to go into Asda, 24-hour Asda, just bear in mind, at 3 o'clock in the morning, dead, love it. Right, no people, right up my street. But I looked up on the Omnia website of some things that you can make, and there was something. I was trying to go with stuff that I've got in my fridge already. I haven't got to spend any more money on stuff, just for the point of it. I've got food already to eat, but I had some halloumi, right? So obviously I went and bought some bits and bobs, and I am not. Let me just refresh this, right? Let me just refresh this in your minds. Let you hear this. I am not a chef. I am not a cook. I am not a baker. I am not nothing like that. I'm the kind of typical guy that just likes easy food. I can make a banging pasta bake, you know what I mean? That's about it. I'm not trying to say that I'm any good at cooking anything. I make a banging beans on toast. A little scrumple of cheese, bit of black pepper on there, you know what I mean? It's all about how you say it, makes it sound good, doesn't it? Right, so I've got this Omnia, and I've never used it, and I'm going to make, hang on, let me... Now, I was looking this up last night, right, and I'm not going to lie, there's even some words in there that I don't understand. I don't know, some people might be laughing right now, but I'm like, what? I don't even make any sense. What is it? Halloumi quiche with tomato, bell pepper and spinach. See? Sounds nice, doesn't it? Now, if there's an image, I was trying to show you an image. Oh, you can't really see. But this could either go horribly well or horribly wrong, right? And another thing I haven't got on my Omnia is the thermostat, so I don't know how hot it is. So this could be quite fun. But yeah, let's get some ingredients sorted. I'm going to have my morning coffee first, and then get some ingredients sorted, and then we'll go from there. Well, let's get this out of the way. I'll shove this over here for now. I haven't got a very big workspace in the kitchen side. Let me switch the light on. It's a bit dark, isn't it? A bit dark. That's a bit better. A bit dark. Right. Omnia oven. Now, I wanted one of these for a long time. Got one, I think it was last year. Last year? Christmas. It's got different recipe books and stuff like that. Quick things to make. But I saw something on the website that I thought, ooh, I can make that because I got it in the van. So let's mop that off. Look at this bad boy out. Now, if you're not aware of an Omnia oven and you live in a van, you need to be aware. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about an Omnia oven by now, surely. Because you can cook, bake, all sorts of stuff in these bad boys. Literally just sliced me open. How sharp is the end of that? Oh, my poor finger. Right, that. It's mad how much you pay for a bit of aluminium. Get rid of all of this. Got to put my knob on. I'm not very good at fiddly stuff like that. My fingers don't work right. Oh, that goes in there. And that is what you get, pretty much, for £100, right? You get that plate, that actual tray, this top lid, that goes on there, that goes on there, and voila! So, let's put that to the side for a minute and see about the ingredients and what I'm going to do first, because as I keep saying, I'm not a chef or a cook. I can't do it, but I can do it. Maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I just like easy food. I know it's probably not as good and it's not as yummy, but it's probably not as healthy for you. But I'm an easy guy, you know. As I keep saying, there's words in here that I don't even know how to even say them. I'm gonna have to Google some of these words. Right, what do I need ingredients wise? Halloumi or grilled cheese and about 10 cherry tomatoes, 1 red bell pepper, 1 handful fresh baby spinach, 2 eggs, milk, heavy cream, salt and white pepper. Well, I haven't got white pepper, I've got normal pepper, so we'll have to deal with that one. Chop the butter into small cubes and work into the flour, either working quickly with your fingers or in a food processor if you have one. Alright, fancy pants. I ain't got no food processor. Till the mixture is crumbly and butter is pea sized. Right, okay, right, so how much? 1 3/4 cups of white flour, about ingredients. What else have I got in here? Don't know if there's anything else, but I got the flour. Right, eggs. Right, got some eggs. Got some flour. I mean, it might be the wrong flour. I don't know about flour. I don't know about cooking, baking. So I could even potentially make myself poorly. But you know, I'm going to try. Because I want to be able to cook stuff, fancy stuff in my little Omnia. Right, so that's that. What else did they say we need? Where'd my phone? Over there. And this is my preparation bowl. I don't think it's big enough, but I'm gonna go with it anyway because I haven't got anything bigger. Right. So I don't even know what that means. This is gonna be fun. It's on here. 270. I might be wrong with this. I might end up being like, I need more flour. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. See, this is what I don't like about baking, cooking. Make a right mess. Right, let's just. I'm gonna go with that, you know. I'm gonna go with that because this is gonna get messy. That in there. I mean, I don't fancy my little wooden bowl. Do you know what I mean? That in there, and that probably looks like way too much. I don't know. Some batter. Need some batter. I seem to have more cider than anything else in my fridge right now. So it said I'm not very good at following instructions either. Like, I was never really good at this whole IKEA thing either. You believe it or not. 4.5 tablespoons of butter. Right, so what is it? Is it lumped? Is it lumped tablespoons? Is it full size tablespoons? Is it just levelled off? See, this is why I can't do it. I'm too precise. With being a mechanic, you've got to be precise. And this is a bit like fluent, isn't it? So I'm just gonna go 1. I've seen them do it in the TV programs. They use a little finger. 2. It's a bit big one now. 3. Mix in the water a little at a time until the dough holds together, but it's not too wet or sticky. Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick my hand in there then. Yeah. Just go at it. Just go at it. Oh man, I should have got a mixing bowl. Oh, now I need to look at my phone. Oh no. I'm going to get dedicated to it, right. Oh, password. Flour all over phone. Right, what was the next bit? Mix in the water a little bit at a time until the dough holds together, but it's not too sticky. How much water to take? 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. What?
I'm a simple guy. It's either a little spoon or a big spoon.
Oh man, hold on. Let me. So I already got that wrong, didn't I? So a tablespoon is the bigger one, not the smaller one. So that's the bigger one, right? So obviously, I've done 4 little ones. I'm going to accumulate that to 1.5 of big ones, right? So we'll give it another babble. You can have that. And do you know what? For good luck, we'll just give it a big chunky bad boy. Here we are. Lots of buttery badness. I don't know if that's enough. Don't know if it's too much, but I'm going to go with it, right? So, put that back in the fridge. Ooh, sausage roll. Back to getting my hands dirty. Oh, now I've got dirty hands, can't make me a sausage roll up. The light's gone off. Hold on, I'll get a light in a minute. One to 2 tablespoons of water. Mix in water and a little bit at a time until the dough to hold together. Okay. I mean, look at that. I did a thing. I mean, kind of. I mean, I don't know if it's meant to look like that, but it does. Press the dough into the Omnia pan and pierce through the bottom with a fork. Put the Omnia pan in the fridge and let the dough rest for 30 minutes. Oh man. Look at this mess. Oh, I'll clean it properly later. Fuck it. So I need the Omnia pan. Omnia pan. I mean, I'm gonna call that pressed into the pan. I mean, it felt like there wasn't enough, but I kind of made it work, worked it around. Now it's telling me to put it in the fridge for half an hour. So put this in the fridge, tidy up a little bit, and then yeah, might have some breakfast, because this is the design for my dinner before I go to work and while I'm at work. So let's see. Now it doesn't say how much halloumi, so I'm just gonna cut some square cubes and see how that goes. I don't know. So it says cut it into small cubes, so I'm gonna do a decent amount to get, I don't know, just winging it, you know. I don't suppose I can really fuck this up, really, can I? But we'll find out, shall we? And bear in mind, this is cooking in a van with limited utensils. Utensils. That's the word, isn't it? I don't know. But little cubes. You'll see that. Is that enough? I don't know. I'll do another one, just to be safe than sorry, you know. Right. I can go back in there. I can go back in the fridge. What does it say? See, it says silly things like, I don't know, it says like, sort the halloumi, pepper and spinach separately into a frying pan until the cheese is golden. So, I'm guessing let's get a pan. Let's get a pan. Pan. Oil. Some people are swearing at me now, like, don't do that. That's what you shouldn't do. Guess what? I don't know what I'm doing either. Right, so we'll just. Oh fucking hell! Oh, there we are. Right, that's in there. Then we can get onto the pepper. Fucking right, push that to one side. Limited counter space. Get rid of that flour, we don't need that anymore. I claim to not know anything about cooking, and I know that's bad coming from a man that's in his 30s, but I'm trying, right? So I can't exactly make myself poorly, can I, with what I'm cooking? So yeah, we'll find out, won't we? Right, so I've sorted the filling out. That's still over there cooking away. I've got that all been in there for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, probably too long now, I probably ruined it. But it says to pre-cook this. So that pan first, that pan on there, that on there, and then pre-bake at a medium heat for 10 minutes. What's a medium heat? Is that just like a medium flame, or? I'm going to say that. You know I'm going to burn this, right? Well, I haven't got a big mixing bowl, as you probably don't know, so we use the one we use to flour, yeah? Oh, look at that poor chicken. When trying to push that bad boy out, looked like he had a problem. Oh. Anyway, 2 eggs. Oh, and then if you got me pepper and me salt. I will say, if this tastes banging. Oh, do you know, I won't be partial to do it all the time because it's a lot of effort, and I don't have much time in my day. But I'm actually filming this the day before this needs to go up, so you can imagine I'm kind of busy. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to grease the pan inside the Omnia before I put the stuff in. I'm either going to burn it or it's not going to come out, is it? Now, I know it don't look like much, right? But bear with me, because yeah, there's hopefully this can look half decent if I do it right. So I've got to put my filling in. There's a little crack there. It's the base. I don't know what I'm doing. If it's going to work or it's not, is it, right? Evenly around the outside, it says. So that. I'm just going to go a bit more. There. Nearly to the top, it says. That's that cooking. 30 minutes, timer set. We'll see what it looks like in 30 minutes. I mean, I think that flamed a bit high. Let's try and... It said medium heat. What's medium heat? Medium flame? In between? Full blast? Not on? I don't know. Anyway, I thought, don't judge me for drinking this either, right? I'm still tired and I won't go sleep now till I go to work. So I might as well just stay up. And this has been in my fridge for about nearly a week. And I thought, do you know what? I want something fruity and give me a kick up the arse. So it's not a regular occurrence, these kind of monster things. I think they're too sugary and it just rots your teeth out. So yeah, not my cup of tea. But I thought I'd take this time, right, to sit down and I'm going to go into a little bit about mental health, right? And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm a big advocate for mental health awareness and men's mental health, you know, more than most, because I really think, as far as the male population go, we don't get enough recognition for, you know, what we go through, you know. And this isn't me cutting the women out of this situation, saying that you're not a concern, you know, you can handle it, you know. No, this isn't what I'm doing. This is me. Before anyone gets butthurt and it's like, oh well, women go through it too. You do, yes, you do, right? But men, on the other hand, we hold on to it, right? Women are a lot easier in a sense to be able to speak about it and speak freely about it without being judged by people, right? So as much as a bloke says about mental health, you know, some people just go, oh, man up, you know. Oh, you'll get over it. Oh, it won't last long, you know. And I'm going to openly admit that I suffer with mental health and I really struggle sometimes, you know. Sometimes I might go weeks feeling pretty good, you know. I'm pretty hyped and you know, I've always got a smile on my face. But there's times where I'll just shut myself off, you know, and I'll fall into this deep abyss of just depression and anxiety. Sometimes I struggle to even go shopping, you know. I'll try and go to, you know, do a shop round Aldi. There's been times where I've literally just put my basket down and walked out because it's just too much. And I think this is what kind of the sense as to why I live in a van. It's when things are too crowded and too overrun, my head just goes woof, and I'm like, whoa, I can't deal with it, I'm out, right? But there's also things in life that, you know, past traumas and this, that and the other, and you know, how we've all been treated in our lives, right? Which is a knock-on effect into how you're going to live your life and you're going to view stuff. But I've got to say, man, the stigma on it, this needs to stop. It's not right, and I don't think it's fair. Like, I know the old days it used to be like, man used to be manly man, you know, and you know, get your shit done, but mental health was still around then. You know, I've spoke to somebody the other day and he was saying about how, oh, it's only come a recent thing recently, last like 5-10 years, you know, with mental health and diagnoses and stuff like that. It's because it's been taken seriously in some aspects, you know, and there's not enough help out there for people. You know, even I was looking into counselling, and I thought it would do me good, you know, because my upbringing was, you know, was hard, you know, for some people, you know, I guess it's a breeze, but I wouldn't say my upbringing was the best, and I wouldn't say my life has been the best. You know, don't get me wrong, there's been some magical moments, you know what I mean? There's some moments I wouldn't change, and men will hold stuff back, and we're quite good at hiding stuff, and we're quite good at saying, I'll deal with it tomorrow, or it'll blow over, or I'll be fine, we're okay, you know. Just be positive with people, man. I'm not going to go into this and make this video depressing and stuff like that, but you know, when you ask somebody and you go, are you alright? And they go, yeah, I'm good. But you can tell, you can feel, everyone can feel energy and vibe, right? And that's a fact. And But if you ask somebody if they're alright and they go, yeah, I'm alright, you know, same shit, different day. Just give them a pat on the back, man. Give them a compliment, you know. What I hate this in the concept of what people go about in their daily life as only looking to benefit themselves, you know. So start your day with a smile, you know. You never know what anybody's going through. You just don't. So just even if you just walk down the street and just go, I'm not saying be a pervert smile. I'm not saying walk down the street and go at people, but just a little, and they grin back, you know. I keep saying this: smiling is contagious, and over time you could have the shittest day ever, but somebody could give you a smile, somebody could give you a compliment, somebody could tell you you're doing a good job, you know. And this is the same concept when it comes to, like, you know, just general, if you're working with people and stuff like that, pick them up, man. You know, somebody could have the most shittest day at home, but we don't say anything, and this is the shit bit, where us males will just literally just hold on to the shit and just be like, it is what it is, you know. And I think that kind of needs to stop. I mean, I'm don't take my advice for it. I mean, I'm great at giving advice, but I'm not really good at taking it myself, you know. And that's something I'm working on with myself. And in my concept of everything, I am trying to focus on my goals, and this is the problem. Without trying to focus too much on the goals and not fixing myself along the way, you know. So I've had to do things I didn't want to do. I've had to do things that, you know, that hurt, and you know, they're not good. But I think eventually you can't be feeling selfish for looking out for yourself, right? But all I'm trying to say is, people, just spread the love. You know, just the world's ugly enough as it is, and the UK is shocking, right? And talk to people. You know, I'm terrible for this, and I need to talk more. And I openly know I need to talk more to people. But with me, I have trust issues where I don't trust anyone, and I know that's sad, and I know that's shit. But I've been let down so many times that it takes a lot for me to even think about trusting someone, whether it be a friend, whether it be a partner, whether it be somebody, you know, whatever, anybody in day of life. And that is me, genuinely me, right? And that's how I work, you know. I kind of bounce off the negatives, and I just try and be as positive as I can. But we all crumble, people, so don't. I say this all the time to people: it's okay not to be okay. Just don't unpack and stay there. That's the golden rule that I kind of say to myself all the time as well. Be circle small. I always say I keep my circle small. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I share my life to a certain extent all over the internet, and that's in itself is a lot for me, and it takes a lot for me to do that. It takes a lot of man pride, and I get a lot of anxiety as soon as I even put a video up. You know, as soon as I press post, I'm like, whoa, am I going to get hatred on this? Am I going to get judged? You know, what, and all that kind of pressures. And you know, especially at the minute, I'm quite struggling with the whole concept of working. So it's taken me a while to get used to this, and it's took a lot of man pride to jump out of what I was doing to do this job, and when I used to be so sociable all the time, you know, I travel around the UK and meeting all sorts of people. You know, I've worked for a week and then have 2 weeks off, and now I'm working at 6 p.m. till sometimes 4 a.m. And then I'm sleeping during the day, and I don't do nothing really during the week. The hours don't allow you to, you know. So in a way, I'm kind of struggling to get used to that, and it's a big shock to the system of my body and my mental health. But I'm getting there, you know. The first week was horrendous. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know what to think with that one. It was really off-putting in the way I've been going about life, and a big change. But some things are coming up, so yeah. I won't waffle on too much because I'm pretty sure all of that didn't make any sense, because I'm so bad at talking about anything deep. And if I put this up, then thank you for listening if you're still here. And I know I need to stop saying I do blank some of them out because it's just but I think that's in itself, I think that's even my insecurity of talking to the camera and knowing this is going to be seen by someone. See, can't help it. I think it's my pause that I need to just think. You know, I kind of speak say think, and then speak again. You know, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You nearly did it again then. You nearly seen that, didn't you? Fuck's sake. But yeah, right. I'm gonna chill out for a little while. Gonna let that cook, and then we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. I'll catch you in a little while, people.
I mean, I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but that's already looking pretty dapper. Oh, I'm excited. Well, it has been 40 minutes, I think. 40 minutes? 40 minutes. It's been in the oven for. So let's have a little gander, shall we? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to be stuck in that pan, right? I've got a lot of cleaning to do, but I'm gonna let that sit now. So let's get a bit of this bad boy out and see what it looks like. I'm not holding my breath because, as again, I'm not a chef, but it smells banging. But let's get a bit out and see what it looks like. I mean, I've kind of got it stuck to the pan, which I knew was going to happen because I'm a freaking idiot. Oh my god. Just chucking bits everywhere, all over my van.
I should have waited till I got the gel insert. Big error.
Big error. Look at that, look. It's all stuck at the bottom. But it looks pretty decent. So let's give it a gander. Let's give it a taste test, you know. Let's ignore the burnt bottom, and nobody wants a burnt bottom, do they? But let's see if my cooking skills are anything to live by. Do you know what? As much as the bottom, half of the bottom is stuck to the bottom of the pan, that tastes wow nice. But I think if I had the gel insert, I'd be able to get the whole thing out rather than it being stuck to the bottom of that, because that is going to be fun to clean, isn't it? Oh. But this, I'm going to give myself a solid 7 out of 10 for that. 7 out of 10 for effort. Apart from it being stuck to the bottom of the pan, it's a win. That is nice. Quite impressed with myself, to be quite honest. I know it was only simple, really, wasn't it? But look at that, look. That goodness. Oh. Oh, dear me. Right, I'm going to enjoy that, right? And I know I said I was going to do a video of me fitting the horn to my van. I will do that soon. I don't know when. This weekend coming up, I've got a get together with some friends, which I'll probably record some of that. We'll see if anybody wants to be on camera. If I don't mind being on camera. Yeah, and then you'll probably see that next week. And then I probably might fit my horn while I'm there, actually, because I can't really fit my horn somewhere randomly like where I'm parked now, because all people would hear was bomb, bomb, bomb. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to hear that. So I'm going to leave that video there. I'm going to munch on my quiche. Call me a chef. Cue my chef hat. If I can do it, hopefully I can. Solid 7 out of 10 for that, I think, personally. That's nice. I'm going to munch on that, I am. But I'm going to get chill out now and get ready for work. So congratulations to whoever won the pop-up tent, and I'll see you lot in the next one. Don't forget to keep it real, keep it safe, keep it true, and I'll see you later. Ta-da!